Yo, what is up, everybody? You are watching the Talk of the Ring show with Sabrina and Harley.
Brandon.
This is Harley. No, I'm
Hi
kidding.
guys, hi. No, it's Brandon. How you doing?
Harley is currently at work right now, so we just hopped on for a little bit to just say hi. Our guest for tonight had to postpone due to reasons that we are not obviously going to say online. But we will have him on a different day. But for tonight, we are going to be talking about PPW's matches from this past Friday.
Yes, that was actually a great show. The venue is nice. The environment is nice, especially the owners. They're definitely nice. Um, it was actually nice to be there to see people go crazy in the matches. The environment is packed, so I could definitely give it a thumbs up for that. It's just one step to just greatness that's going to keep coming their way, basically.
It's definitely a different vibe from Broadheadsville, but it's a good vibe. Like I'm not gonna say it's a bad vibe. It's definitely bigger. I feel like they can do more high flying things in there.
Yeah,
So
there's no ceiling blocking.
there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing.
That was crazy. But definitely, let's hop right into it. So this is basically the this was basically a jam-packed show. All right. This match we have the Brian Kendricks versus Facade. Now, what do you
Hmm.
think of that match, Sabrina?
I liked it. I've always been a really good fan of like Brian. Brian Kendrick. Every time he comes to PPW, he definitely impresses me. And Facade just like does his little flips and stuff. And I think that's what brings it to the table. Look at Harley in the chat. Look at her. More food. I will say that, yeah, Harley, I will say that the new location definitely has to offer a lot more food. And like, so if you're definitely picky, you obviously have like a good selection of food there. Um but yeah, no,
That's
Brian
definitely
Kendrick,
true.
man, I'm a huge fan of Brian Kendrick.
Now,
Huge.
me, honestly, I can't choose because they're both great wrestlers. Brian Kendricks comes from a far line of being in bigger events, venues like WWE. You know, he's been in, if I'm not mistaken, Impact. He was a tag team champions back in the day. He was a cruiserweight champion, and he's just growing. You know, he's a very nice person. After the show, me and Harley, we actually got to talk to him, and he's pretty nice. You know, he's cool, down to earth, and he had a great match. Definitely had a great match. So that match, I will give that. What do you give that 1 out of 10 stars? All right. No, better no. I'm gonna do it like the game. It's 1 star to 5 stars. What do you give that match between the Brian Kendricks and Facade?
But because I've seen other matches that kind of caught my eye more, I'm gonna give this a nice solid like 3, like right in the middle.
All right.
Just like I've seen matches that caught my eye more at that match, at that night. So what about you, Brandon?
All right. I definitely do agree with that. I will give that definitely as well between a 3 and a 3.5.
Okay.
The match was great. You know, Facade almost got injured, but Facade knows how to bounce back. You know what I mean? But to me, it was still an all around great match. So definitely kudos to them on that match right there. Now the
Absolutely.
next one, let me see. Oh my God, the next match, the next match that we seen was
Oh God. Okay. Um,
Dan and Havoc versus what's the name? Satori.
sure, we're gonna go with that. I believe that I was, yeah, I saw this match, but it those guys creep me out. Um, it was a good match from what I saw, because like I think this is the time that I was helping one of my friends at the show. She had like that medical emergency.
Yeah,
So I did watch a little bit of this. I mean, Havoc and Dan Champion obviously are very staples,
sneaky,
sneaky, but
cheater.
they've been staples now for PPW. Like they've come to PPW a lot, especially Havoc. The other guys, I saw them just this past Friday, and I think they has a good potential. I saw them definitely with and without makeup on, and they're still scary both ways. Um,
They, I agree. They seem to have a lot of great skills in the ring as tag team. So it was an all around great match. Even though there was some cheating on the other end of Mr. Havoc and Mr. Dan over here.
cheating? No, in wrestling, no, never.
Yes, always, definitely. It was
Not
one of
just
those.
putting
It
Goldie under
was
the
just one of
bus.
those. It was just a match where you know, they would they would do anything to get the win. But did it happen? So Sabrina,
Yes.
for this match, what how many stars between 1 and 5 stars? One being the least favorite, five being
Yeah.
it was the bang.
Um, I'm gonna say just personally, it was like a 2.5. I'm going down here. Just because like I get creeped out very easily. If I get creeped out, I'm not gonna enjoy the match. So I'm gonna
No
give it a
offense
2.5.
to the Satari
Yeah,
team.
absolutely none. This is just
No offense to them at
Sabrina's
all.
personal opinion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how about you, Brandon? What are we saying for this one?
Uh, I would give it a 3 as well. Dan Champ and Havoc are a great duo of evil tag team partners together. So I do see them growing and one day holding tag team gold. Um, the other group, they definitely had a great they had a great type of flow about them when it came to them being in the ring. So all around, I'll give it a 3.
Okay, okay. So we're
That's
kind of
what
on
I
the
would give
same
it.
page. We're kind of on the same page with that one.
Yeah, somewhat. Some matches I think were better.
We can talk about this one. We can talk because like I see the picture. We can talk about this one, then we can talk about like what happened and who
Yeah, so
substituted.
this match right here between Dio Brando and Tom Mitchell did not happen like it was supposed to.
Yeah, Tom Mitchell got attacked backstage. That's what they're saying. I think something worse happened, but um, he got attacked backstage and could not fulfill his match. But they did bring in Mr. Young Glory Brando Lee.
So definitely it was a great match there. Brando Lee, much props. Also to Dio Brando, much props as well. It was
Absolutely,
still a great match.
these two, those two, definitely. I've been wanting to see fight each other, not fight, wrestle each other for a long time, and to see that actually happen, it was amazing. Because like obviously you have Brando with his high flying, antics, and then you have Dio that just you're so used to seeing him in a tag team, but now that you're
Yeah,
seeing him by himself, and you're seeing him flourish by himself. As for this match, I'm gonna go ahead and rate it. I liked it. I thought it was a 4. Um, like I think that with a little setback, I think Dio definitely stepped up and took, took what was his, owned
I
the
definitely do
stage.
agree with you on that. This match was definitely a great match. Brando Lee came out of nowhere and he put us all into it, but Dio Brando still came out with the win. Much props to him, but also props to Brando Lee bringing the fight. You know what I mean?
But
So
Tom Mitchell, don't think that that means that we don't want to see this match. We
we
want to
do,
see this
we
match, but
definitely
you
do.
need just take care of yourself first.
Yes, you gotta take care of you first, brother man. We want you to be in the ring at 110,000%, so that when you wrestle, it's all of you and not just one piece of you.
Right.
But all around, this was a great match, and I give it a 3.5 out of 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, this match was definitely decent. I can't complain. PPW is actually putting on some bangers lately. You know what I mean?
There's a
Now,
lot of tag team matches, a lot of tag team matches.
oh yeah. Now this one,
Hmm. Wow. Okay.
Brand New Fair versus Championship Material
This
and Billion.
Yeah. This was hard for me because I am a huge fan of Championship Material and Primal Fear. So this one was a
Mhm.
little hard for me. But ultimately I was rooting for Primal Fear since they all have the belts. They have, the tag team belts, and then Adrian has his own belt. So um they put on a great match. I think obviously with Championship Material, you have Vinny that's going to put on a show for the audience. You have Killian that is crazy and with his stupid manager, and then you have Joey who obviously just is there for the looks. To be honest with you,
I'm sorry, but I like his manager. He's a fluffy man. He's dressed with his own style, and he's really animated about being the manager. Like he's really into. I'm like, this dude is about to really go in the ring and wrestle. But all around, this was a great match. You know what I mean? Primal Fear still came out with the victory, of course.
Of course
Uh,
they did.
but this
Of
was an
course
all
they
around
did.
great match.
Yeah, no, I was definitely rooting for Primal Fear at this one just because they're a good group of guys and they're so nice and so sweet. And I think having them on our podcast before also had a play in it because it's like they took their time and their effort to all three come on at the same time, and we don't get that very often with
It's
tag
much
teams.
appreciated too.
And it was very appreciated. And obviously, I told you I wasn't gonna say this, but I'm a huge fan of Matt from Primal Fear. Like, I want to see him in more matches. So I'm gonna give this match because it was one of my favorites. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Ooh, oh, she took it up to a 4.5. All right, all right. Well, you have six great talents that were in this match. Not
You
just one, not
have
just two, all
five
great
good
talents.
looking guys and one not so good looking guy, but we're gonna
Oh
let
man.
y'all decide.
Ah man. But nonetheless though, this was a great match. I would honestly give it a 4. Only reason why because there was one match that had me going like, damn. So most definitely this match, I definitely do give it a 4 out of
Absolutely.
5.
I mean,
So
granted, when I saw that matchup, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be good."
oh yeah. This match right here, I'm gonna pull up for
Wow.
y'all. This match, I'm gonna say
Hmm.
right here, Moose and Bro Kel. Yo, Bro
Have
Kelly
such
showed a picture
chemistry.
of his chest after the match.
Hmm.
These weren't some. These were chops. Like his chest was like, God damn.
Yeah,
So
so
this match was crazy, and I'm gonna say this. This match, I give this match a 5, straight 5 stars.
I agree with you. I think for me this match was kind of cool because this was the first time I've seen Bro Keller since he's gotten married, since he cut his hair,
Yeah,
since
he cut his hair like,
since
are you
everything.
sure, bro?
So when he came back, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy." And to see him go against Moose, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be a great matchup." And it was just such a good match. Like they vibed so well in the ring. Like the chemistry was there with those two, and they kept the audience going because it was a constant back and forth. So I give this one a 5 as well.
I agree. Yes, 5 stars. Now, don't get me wrong. Bro Keller is a great wrestler. He's great. I haven't seen him do anything to slip up. And Moose is an all-time great wrestler. Uh, he's also signed to Impact as well. But he brings out the best in other people. Moose, he's a very nice person down to earth. So this
Oh
match,
yeah.
I agree with you
Mhm.
tenfold. I give you.
I talked to him after, and it was when there was a match going on, and I was like, he was just sitting at his table and he was just on his phone, like he looked lonely. So I went over, I was like, "Hi, Moose, I'm Sabrina," and he remembered me because the first time I ever met Moose, I had my dad with me. It's the first time I met Harley too. I had
Mhm.
my dad with me, and I something in my head said Bobby Lashley. And I said, "Oh, so Bobby Lashley's here tonight." And Moose goes, "I'm better than Bobby Lashley." And he really is. But he
Moose go.
remembered me from way back when.
Yeah, Moose does. Don't get me wrong. Bible Ashley is good, but Moose is out there. He Moose puts more of his effort into it than Bible Ashley does. Bible Ashley, I see, is all about flashing muscle stuff like that. Moose is technical. He's a bruiserweight. He brings you that toughness, and
Mhm.
he's like, you better be ready for a fight. So I do agree. I wanted to talk to him at the last event, but I was mounting the table, and I had a bunch of kids there doing free posts and stuff like that. But I did, see him. I gave him, a fist up, like, "Yo, great job," stuff like that. But all around, this match right here was a 5 star match. So from a 1 to 5, I give it a 5 star match.
Oh, 100%.
Moose and Bro Keller, great chemistry. I do agree with you on that tenfold, definitely.
It's funny. Bro Keller actually just messaged me today, and it's been a year. It hit a year yesterday or today, that I started coming to PPW, and he knew that, and he was like, "Hey, it's been a year since we actually met. Like, hey, how you doing?" And
Hey,
I'm like, "I didn't even know it was a year, but okay."
hey, that lets you know that wrestlers do pay attention to the people that basically show their support. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm so excited for this one because I love the Gray brothers for sure.
Pull it up. There we go.
For sure.
So,
Okay, so I'm gonna explain this one. So obviously, the Gray Brothers made their debut at PPW. I got so excited. PPW this past Friday, and we do have them scheduled for the podcast. I'm not gonna tell you guys when, but I've met them the first time at Smash Master Wrestling, and they came out to do a silly, stupid tail match, and seeing them at PPW going against these guys, and I said it last night and I'll say it again, there are tag teams that you can see that one does the work more than the other, and SPF is one of those teams. I'm going to say it right now, I really don't care. The Gray Brothers, though, they are on the rise. They are originally from Vegas, so I think that the chemistry that they have, and they're actual brothers, so like the chemistry that they have together in the ring is definitely going to take them far. As for this match, this was a great time to see that. Obviously, the Gray Brothers cheated a little bit, but you know what? I was okay with it. They didn't come out with the win. They didn't come out with the win, but they came out on top in my books because they taught SPF a lesson. And so this match to me is like a 4 because the Gray Brothers did so well, and I'm so proud of them.
Now, I must say, I do agree with you. This was a great match right here. The Gray Brothers came out with. I like their attire. I like their entrance. You know what I mean. And they also had a table that was biased, and they seemed very wholesome, cool down. I met them even before they even got ready and prepped for the matches. So I can honestly say they are a great bunch of brothers / tag team partners, and they took them to the work. So this was a great match. So I give this also a 4. I would love to see them more. You know what I mean? Hopefully one day they could go up against. I'm sorry to say this, Primal Fear. You know what I mean?
Damn it! Come on, Brandon. Don't put that
I'm
against
sorry, but
me.
this would be
Because
a
you know
great
dang
match.
well, that you'll be sitting
On the
next to
line.
me. But you're gonna stand next to me and you're gonna go, so Sabrina, who you rooting for? I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But this would be a great match between them and Primal Fear. Tag team titles on the line. And guess what? In a ladder match.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I agree. However, I will tell you that from what I heard, the Gray Brothers do not do hardcore wrestling. So I think that that's something that they won't do. But
then how about a steel cage match then?
I agree with you there. I think that I would love to see them. I would love to see them in a street fight if they did hardcore matches, to be honest with you. But I can see these two going very far because they are also like training. Like a lot of the guys that were at PPW, they're training with Alpha. I mean, you're training with someone who has that name behind them. So I mean, I think that they're going to go far in this business.
I definitely agree with you.
Huge fan of them. I'm a huge fan.
So much love, much credit to the tag team division. Much love and credit to Gray Brothers. You had a great showing first time at PPW. Can't wait to see you back there once again. And I must say, much credit goes to Lucius Crow, to Paul Bow, and to McKeegan and Joe Davis. I must
Okay.
this, but to those gentlemen right there, PPW is still moving, still doing great things. Got a great venue, and it's been 10 years now, and you're still going strong. So much love, much credit to the people who run it to keep it going and to keep the fans entertained as well as ready to come back for some more. Just be like, PPW, PPW. Yo, let's go. Let's go all day, every day, and even twice. Yes, twice on Sundays. Okay, shit.
Okay.
Now, next one.
Yeah, let's bring this one up. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. This was not one of my favorite matches.
Danny Moe is a great wrestler. I can
Absolutely
say that. Me and Nolan Pierce's mom was going like, she's like, you need to cheer for a Steel. I'm like, she's not the Steel that I know, But
yeah, we know Adina Steel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeta is definitely one of those girls in up and coming. She's only been here for a year. She's only been like wrestling, debuting for a year. I know that she trains at MCW. She also does CZW. So she's definitely on the up and coming. She's very wholesome. I met her afterwards. She's very nice, very sweet. I think that she has a lot of learning to do still, and until she gets on Danny Mo's level, especially.
And
Um,
Danny Mo is on a higher level. Danny
mhm.
Mo has held numerous, when I say numerous tag team belts. I mean, numerous championship belts from different places, and she have them on both arms, her and her husband. So I just feel that I'm waiting to see Steph backstab Miranda and take her title away from her. Because I think, don't get me wrong, Miranda's a good wrestler. I just feel that we need a new PPW female champions. And don't get me wrong, Danny Mo held it for a long time, and she was a great champion. She will always be a great champion. I want to see somebody else hold the belt and bring some more spunk to it, bring some more female energy
Yeah.
of dominance to it. But I do want to see a match that haven't happened in a while. I want to see Danny Mo go up against Christina Marie.
Ooh, yeah, bring Christina Marie back to PPW.
Yes,
I would love to see that as well. I think there's so many wrestlers that come through PPW, and you're always like you want to see them again, and like I feel like we don't get a chance to really see these people again. But like obviously, Steph, when I met her, she was very nice, very sweet. However, I think that I would love to see Zeta Steel more at PPW. I think we need more women talent.
I agree.
And I think that if we have Zeta Steel, that could kind of bring in the more female talent because it's kind of like, and then along with Zeta Steel comes Steven Fiorete. And we've had him there before, and
I
because like
definitely
they
agree. You know
run
what I mean?
together.
We need more female talent in the ring to show off their skills. If they don't have that much skills, still it's a learning where you could get in the ring and be trained by one of the ghosts who's been there for a while, who knows what they're doing, to train you to make sure you take a bump right, or
Mm-hmm.
you help somebody do perform a move right, and where you protect their neck, stuff like that. Everything is a process. That's why I give Danny Mo all the props for being a goat. You know, she strives, she travels, and she does. So she's even been on AEW dark matches to the point where Danny Mo definitely puts her body on the line. So much props and credit to Danny Mo, and can't wait to see you get that belt back as well.
Absolutely.
Also, this match I give it a 2.5.
Yeah, I'm giving it around a 3. That was not one of my favorites.
All right. And for the next one.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
okay.
We're here. Okay, we're here. We got Alec. We
Uh huh.
got Griffin. We
Uh
got
huh.
Clutch.
Uh
And we
huh.
got Rembrandt. Now, you know me. I'm a New Yorker. I have to go with Rembrandt on this one.
Oh, I loved Rembrandt in this match. I mean, granted, I'm also a huge fan of Alec just because of like he's the great American. He has like that. But like so those two in the end are definitely like my two favorites in this match.
Yeah.
Clutch obviously came into Clutch and got the briefcase, but
But you saw how he handled it, he broke it.
he broke it in half. Like I was like, what kind of suitcase is that? You just broke it in half, dude. My guy. Like, come on, man.
Rembrandt had it won. You know what I mean? And he got robbed once again. Griffin had it won, which he is definitely a great wrestler. I think at the last show of PPW, he came out and challenged Mecca and almost won. It's that close. It was a great match. So this was an all around great match, even though the ladder did break. Well, one ladder broke. This was an all around great match. Of course, Clutch Adams pulls out with the sneaky win. But nonetheless, I give this match a 5.
I give this match a 5 too. I hate you, Clutch, but I give this match a 5.
Hey, Clutch, you hear that? Alex is my dude. He's one of those. Like I love when he goes. I'm like, this dude's ready to
Okay,
he's doing something.
Alec. Alec shaved his like mohawk, which was like confusing me because like when he came out, I was like, "Who is this?"
Yeah, he definitely shaved it off. I was like, now I remember who he is.
Did this match actually happen?
Yeah, it did. The only difference is with this match right here. Encore was not able to make it due to traveling issues.
Okay.
So Encore did not make the match.
Nolan
I'm
Pierce is
happy.
my boy.
My brother from another mother, Nolan. came out with the win. Yes. Yes, let's go.
We love you,
Nolan came
we
out.
love you,
AJ,
Nolan. We
oh, he
love
got
you.
hurt. He got hurt in the match. He came out with the victorious win. Now, this was an all-around great match. I give it a 5-star match.
Tell you guys straight out. Loved the match. Nolan's one of my favorite guys in this whole picture. Obviously, Brando and Encore are as well, but people that actually did this match, sorry, Raheem, but I'm glad that you lost. Sorry. Yeah, throwing some heat today. Sorry.
Raheem, I don't mean to say this, but Raheem had a few botched moments in there. He had a few botched moments.
There was a
But
few all around that night. Like I saw a few, and I was like, "Oh, I don't think that's supposed to happen."
yeah, that happens in the world of wrestling, especially when you're trying to focus and you gotta focus on other opponents that are in the match with you. So your mind is everywhere. You know what I mean? But he still kept it going. He still never gave up. You know what I mean? It was an all-around great match, but I give this match a 5+ star because my homeboy Nolan came out of nowhere and he whipped that asparagus. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm not gonna curse on it. Sam Mitch, Nolan all the way. Thank you. You know what, Sam? I'm gonna show that right there. Sam Mitch, Sam
Nolan
Mitch.
knows.
I agree. Oh, what up,
Nolan
Sammy? I just realized what it was. What up, Sam?
Nolan
Um,
knows that I normally will boo any baby face, but for Nolan, I will definitely always cheer. He's gonna go so far. He's gonna go so
yes,
far.
you know, especially with him having a great background of family who has his back. His merch is on and popping. He has teddy bears that has his shirt on there. He has beanies, which I have 2 of them over there. He has glasses. He has stickers, tattoos. He has pins. He he has in English and in Japanese. What the hell? So much love to Nolan Pierce. I still give that star that match a 5-star plus match. That was a great match all
I
around.
agree.
To everybody else in the match, I still give y'all 5 stars as well too.
I don't.
Definitely on a great match and show.
I can barely see the picture if I know which
And
match it is.
this match right here.
It's the only match that we have left.
Yes,
So this one was fucking crazy. Like
all right. So
I
this
was
match has
so
a story though.
confused. It does have
This,
a story.
all right. So your current. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna talk like him. Hold on.
Don't
as
do
you
it.
see,
I am
as you
gonna leave
see,
this. I will leave this thing right now.
as you see me, Lucius Crow. I am your PPW champion. You know what I mean? Ha. He. So there's a story behind this. Lucius Crow and Phil Insane are a unit. But when Phil Insane was at a different venue, um, he got pushed to be in a singles match. He lost his pig mask, which is the control that Lucius Crow has over him. So with him not having that mask on, Phil Insane was just himself. He wasn't, a part of dark, the dark side of Crow. Uh, but this match went pretty fast. Phil Insane took out everybody. They tried to get on him one by one, and Phil Insane is a beast. I can definitely say this. From his last match before PPW, I seen him. He could definitely take a whooping and whip and give a beating right back. So much love to Phil Insane. Also, Lucius Crow is still your PPW champion. So much credit to him. Now, what happened at the end of this match when Phil Insane was not paying attention? Crow deadass went and grabbed the mask and put it back on him to gain power over him. And I understand what that means. Like back in WWE, when they had the first letter that was changed back then in the days, the Undertaker was under control by an urn, which also transferred over to King. So that's basically Crow's way of controlling Phil Insane. So in order for him to control him, he had to put the mask back on him and make him be like okay, he's back, he's there. So Lucius Crow still your PPW champion, and Phil Insane is back where he belongs. He's back with his family. He's back with the God of Destruction. So this match, I did like it. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. I mean, V obviously because I see V Marino right there. V is really good. Tim Theory, I don't really,
He got injured
and
too, didn't he?
I have no idea. Andy Header, I've seen definitely Andy Header, but I think that Andy Header just think, and there were other people in the match that obviously aren't in this picture, it
Yeah,
was a constant, and I couldn't keep up. But it was a good match.
it was a great match. I just wish that it would have went a bit longer, but it was crazy. It was freaking crazy. I could definitely say that the show by itself, PPW had a 5 point star match. Well, they had a 5 point venue event. I'd give it a 4.9 to a 5.0 star match for the whole venue from the start to end. And then what makes it so much better is that they're inside of a venue where you could go outside and grab a drink, grab food. It's not free. You got to pay for it. That's okay, though. You know what I mean?
You can get drinks. You can get drunk, guys.
Yeah, you can even get chocolates. That they have an ice cream bar. They have a Japanese bar over there. They have quite a few stuffs
They have
there.
regular, like, your pizza, your tacos. I mean, so there's something for everybody. I would highly recommend coming out and seeing it on May 20th.
May 20th. Oh my God, my birthday is 4 days after that. Ugh.
May 20th is Alec Odin's birthday too, because I
Oh,
just looked
really?
at
It
it on
is?
Instagram. Yeah, I
Oh,
just saw it on
wow.
Instagram.
But
So
but but the
check it
song
out.
May 24th. I'm a Gemini because that's my birthday, and I'm not gonna lie.
Makes a
But
lot
I
of sense.
definitely, I'm getting older. Oh my God, I'm still young though.
He said I'm getting older.
I vanished. No, but Sabrina, what do you give the whole show for PPW out of better no out of 10 stars? What do you give the whole venue, the whole show that happened this past Friday?
So like everything as a collective, I think I would give it a 9. I think what would make it a 10 to me would be just bringing back some people that we haven't seen in a while. Like you got your Richard Holiday that is freshly off of his chemo and he's ready to make his debut again. You have um Mr. Ruda that's injured and obviously he's gonna come back eventually. But like or Miami Mike and Vinny that were there on Saturday, the post game.
All right.
Make them a tag team at PPW. Let them go against some of these guys and see what they can do. Make some more people happy. Like I just feel like they need to bring more people back.
Well, if you want to talk about bringing people back, there's somebody that I haven't seen in years that I would love to see come back to PPW. But since he moved, his traveling is a bit out there. There's a guy called the British Wolf. He was there when PPW first started, back when they were in Hazleton. He's a great, great wrestler. I would love to see him go up against Facade. I would love to see him go up against Encore. I would love to see, but I want to see him fight Moose.
Yes.
So better yet, I haven't seen Lobo or Sam in a while. They were a great tag team.
I don't think I was there.
I don't. They were there before you came.
A lot of people were.
Yeah. Well, it's the once you go different states, you travel. Sometimes when you're in a contract, you can't leave the contract. So certain contracts you have to stay in your contract. So it makes sense. It definitely does make sense. But at the end of the day, I give the venue, I give the whole PPW event that happened on last Friday, I give it also a 9 to a 9.5. Um, it was just missing. I don't know. It was just like 1 inch of something being missed. That would have made it a perfect 10. But guess what? It was still a great show. The environment was great. You heard me and my loud ass mouth and Harley's loud ass mouth screaming. Especially Harley was going at it with somebody, and she was saying, "Let's go, Rembrandt," and then the other one was saying, "Let's go, Clutch." I was like, "Oh my goodness!" They were screaming so loud. It was all around a great great venue. I believe Sammy was there screaming as well too, right, Sam? I'm not sure if
Yeah,
you
she was
said
in the
it.
front. She was like in the front row taking pictures of Nolan. I've seen those pictures on Instagram. Um, yeah, you think I don't see it? I see it. But no, it was overall a good show, and I think that like it'll just keep getting better. I think that obviously I'm just very picky with like I want more people from the past to come back. Like obviously you're not gonna get Andretti back. He's with AEW. Like it sucks.
They
She
still
says yup.
Yeah, Sam. But he's still an all around great wrestler.
I
Uh,
agree.
Now, Sabrina, do you want to go into what's going to be happening on Friday? Because I won't be doing it Friday. I'll be at work, but I will still be watching.
Friday. Okay, so Friday, guys, we have Trevor Terry, I believe at 8 o'clock. Don't quote me, guys, because I'm not that smart. But isn't it Saturday when we have that podcast, the other podcast to do too?
If I'm not mistaken, I think
If I'm
so.
not mistaken, it's at 1 o'clock. It's at 1 o'clock. And obviously we'll post it on our story so you guys can like see it. Obviously come check us out. Next week we have a jam-packed schedule. Obviously
Oh
it's not
yeah,
out yet,
next
so
week is going to be a
it's
crazy
gonna be
podcast. So
crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So make
should
sure you
be
tune
definitely
in.
tune in for that. Please, also, if you can, please like, share, and subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. But please give this podcast some more love. If you can, share it. If you can, like the stream. If you can, just press that subscribe button right there in the upper left or right hand corner at the bottom, somewhere where it's at on the screen. I'm not sure where, but subscribe. It costs you nothing. It helps the podcast grow and it helps get new ideas, stuff like that. Friday there might be a new starting a new intro to it for Harley and Sabrina. I hope they do enjoy it. Harley would put it all together and show it on Friday, so I hope you like it. I did make it myself, but these girls are going above and beyond to make this podcast flourish and go beyond. So much love, much credit to Sabrina and Harley. I
Thank
hope
you.
this keeps growing, and you know me, I'll be in the background and I'll jump in whenever I'm needed. But do you want to do the outro?
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you, Brandon, for standing in for Harley. Obviously, we have to do what we have to do. And
I have
you
to
know,
do it right now too.
just give this a like, give this a comment, and we will see you guys on Friday. Bye, guys.
Bye.